What's up guys, Jonathan here and welcome back to the coolest tech on the planet. Kicking off the episode is Microsoft's new Xbox One Elite controller, which debuted at E3 2015, and I was lucky enough to check it out in person. Now I think for most people there were two stages of a reaction. Holy crap, that looks cool, and sweet baby Jesus, that's expensive. It hits stores later this year for 150 George Washingtons, but what sets it apart from a standard Xbox One controller is customization. You can switch between 3 different kinds of thumbsticks, 2 different D-pads, and even an optional set of 4 back paddles, which equates to more button options. There's also twin save profiles where you can then remap and set up multiple button configurations and then switch back and forth between the two. Plus, not only will it work on the Xbox One, but also Windows 10 PCs. Next up is a glimpse into the future at some upcoming tech from Doppler Labs, dubbed Here. Now these are currently a prototype, but in a nutshell, here is a pair of wireless buds that'll give you real-time control of the sound around you. As an example, through noise cancellation, it'll give you a real-life volume knob where you can then turn up or down your surroundings. Another element it's looking to tackle is live music, where you'll have a 5-band EQ at your fingertips to dial in a live mix to your taste. Now that's kind of crazy to think about, being at a show or a concert and in real time tweaking the bass, the mids, the highs, and getting the music to sound how you want it to. Here is currently on Kickstarter and set to ship later this year, but if you want to learn more, I'll drop a link down below. Next up, we're taking a look at the Parrot mini drone Rolling Spider. The name's a mouthful, but it's fun as hell. Now, one of the coolest things about this is definitely the ease of operation. I immediately thought of those helicopters you'd get at the mall when you were a kid. You'd get it home, you're amped off excitement, and then you lose control and smash it into a wall or a tree, and game over, bro. Top speed on this guy is 11 miles per hour, has a range of 66 feet, which is then controlled by a Bluetooth off your smartphone. Now those wheels you see not only give you the ability to roll across the ground, but up the wall as well, and do a solid job of absorbing impact. Plus, they're removable just in case you're a drone master. Overall, it's a really fun and intuitive experience, but one gripe I do have with it is battery life. A full charge gets you around 6 to 8 minutes of flying time, but once it's dead, it takes around an hour to charge it back up. Aside from that, it's a great little piece of tech and a stellar way to step in the drone world without breaking the bank and actually being able to fly it. Next up is the Littlebit Smart Home Kit, and if you're unfamiliar with them, they're legit. So through modular kits and magnetic modules, you're able to build and understand electronics without this happening. The Smart Home Kit includes 14 modules and 11 accessories that allows you to turn anything in your house into an internet-connected device. You start by connecting an input module to an output module. The input then triggers an action from the output, and that might sound complicated, but it's all color-coded and the possibilities are nuts. You can control lighting with your smartphone, set up a remote pet feeder, get text alerts when your laundry is done, or even when you're out of toilet paper. Yes, toilet paper. So naturally what we did was combine a cloud connection with the counter module and a speaker, so that way every time someone used hashtag Team Crispy, the counter went off to the calming sound of Michael Jackson. So if anybody out there wants their own Crispy counter or really just wants to get into electronics, you can save 20 bucks off your order by heading over to littlebits.com/today. Last up is something crazy cool called the Seek Thermal, which turns your phone into a thermal imaging camera that can detect infrared light. What's cool about this is that it's not limited to iOS only, there's also an Android version too. It works in daylight or straight up darkness and works by converting heat signatures into real-time images. So basically, you now have the superpower to see heat. In terms of actual use though, it's killer for home improvement, detecting leaks, locating clogs, and even spotting weak spots in insulation. I, on the other hand, am not really the handyman kind of guy, but just testing it out and seeing something as simple as the temps off my camera in real time is crazy town, and definitely one of the coolest pieces of tech I've come across so far. Aside from that, thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did and you are feeling like being awesome, make sure to smash that like button. It of course is appreciated, and in return, you get a virtual high five at your face. Everything is linked down below, including a more in-depth video on that Xbox One Elite controller and why it's so damn expensive. Other than that, this is Jonathan with TLD, and I will see you guys later. It hits stores later this year for 150 George Washingtons, but what sets it apart